Okay, so it is Labor Day Sunday. It's a special Sunday for us at the Community Miracle Center here in San Francisco. We do something called Community Voices. And today we're going to have six people, six of our members and ministers, speaking. And they will give little shorter talks on Labor Day and work and vocation, and all through the lens of A Course in Miracles, or whatever else they're guided to say. So we never know what they're going to say. It's always kind of fun. So we used to do these in alphabetical order, but then, the same people always went first, and then we decided to do them in reverse alphabetical order. But then Reverend Garrick said, why don't you just draw names out of a hat? Oh, what a good idea, just draw names out of a hat. So I have all the speakers' name in a hat here. So all of you people who are speaking, you're going to be using, the regular, so you got to stand right up to it. I'll adjust this. You could actually pick it up and hold it if you wanted to as well. Okay, so who is, it's David Brun. Okay, very good.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Is the microphone on?
Yeah. Okay, so happy to be here for Labor Day special service, Community Miracle Center. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to read a quote from Course in Miracles that probably most of you know, which I feel is relevant for labor and work. And it is, I'm only here to be truly helpful. I am here to represent Him who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do because He who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever He wishes, knowing He goes there with me. I really feel as I let Him teach me to feel.
David, move a little
over here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about the work that I do. So I'm part of an organization in San Francisco. It's called DBSA-SF, which stands for Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance of San Francisco. So DBSA organization is actually at the local, state, and national level. So I'm part of the DBSA San Francisco chapter. So the way that I got involved in the organization is that at one point I was feeling very depressed because I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1 as well as OCD. So around 2000, the year 2000, I was experiencing a very severe depression, and my father found the organization for me. So I started going to the meetings just to get support for myself. Because DBSA, the emphasis is on support group meetings. There's peer-led support group meetings. There's support group meetings that are led by peers. So I started going to the meetings in 2001, and then I became very active in the organization. So I became a board member in 2002. Then I became a facilitator for the meetings in around 2002, 2003. Then 2008, I became president of the San Francisco chapter. And also in 2012, I became treasurer. So then I was president from 2008 to 2014, but then I stepped down officially as president in 2014, but nobody else stepped forward, so I continued doing it unofficially for a long time. So I've been a leader in the organization for many years, and the good thing is for me, I do it all as a volunteer because I'm lucky I have enough money right now so I don't have to work a regular job. So I can do this work all as a volunteer. And I feel this fits in really well with Course in Miracles because Course in Miracles is all about being of service and helping others and healing ourselves and healing others. So I feel really, blessed to be part of this organization, and it's been, very healing for me. And the meetings, we have 3 different groups. We have a general group for people with depression or bipolar disorder. We have a young adult group for 18 to 35, and we also have a friends and family group. So right now the young adult group is not meeting. So the meeting is basically people sit in a circle, and there's a facilitator who's a peer, and then people talk about their issues and then get feedback and support from other people. And the meetings are very healing because, at the end of the meetings, most people, feel very, very uplifted. And it's really good because a lot of the people that come to the meetings are, some people are very depressed and they don't really have a lot of activities. So when some of the people come to the meetings, it's like the main activity in their life, because a lot of these people are working or they're very isolated and depressed. So it's a social outlet, a social contact, which is good. And I think one of the reasons that the meetings are healing, which also fits in with Course in Miracles, is when somebody, like in the circle, is sharing their issue and maybe they're going through a hard time, that we're all extending love to that person and seeing that person as being innocent. So that's, that's totally aligned with the Course in Miracles. And at the end of the meeting, there's a lot, people are really, feel a lot of healing and people are uplifted. And I also think that, Course in Miracles is all about, healing our mind. That's what it's all about. And what I noticed is, like I mentioned, I'm diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1 and OCD. But what I noticed is as I'm healing my mind with Course in Miracles, then also all of my mental health issues get better. So, like for instance, OCD is considered an anxiety disorder. And the Course in Miracles says that anxiety comes from the capriciousness of the ego. And there's actually a new book, what's not that new, by Corinne Zupko, which is called From Anxiety to Love, which is a whole approach to anxiety based on Course in Miracles. So it's incredible that, that as I'm healing my mind through Course in Miracles, that all my mental health issues get healed. And then there's nothing wrong with medications, but as I'm healing my mind through Course in Miracles, I don't need the medications as much. So that's good, and so I'm less reliant on the medications, and I've had a lot of healing, and I think a lot of other people in the organization are into spirituality, and they're open to meditation and mindfulness and Course in Miracles. So I feel really, lucky and blessed to be part of this organization. And when I talk about, during the meetings, when I talk about my own issues, I do talk about Course in Miracles, and I talk about Community Miracle Center, and people are really open and receptive. And so I think that, Course in Miracles is all about healing ourselves and healing others, and seeing ourselves as innocent and seeing other people as being innocent, and also having a community where we all, support each other. So I feel, very lucky to be part of this organization, and it's a chance, the work that I do with the organization is a chance to put in practice, practical application of all the principles of Course in Miracles. Thank you.
Thank you, David. I always appreciate when people are upfront about their mental health issues, because I am too, at different times. But I won't talk about mine now because you were the one in the microphone. But I know, I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's very important for mental illness to come out of this life. Okay, let's see who's next. Robert Maryland. You can either talk into the microphone or you can hold the microphone. All right.
Well, I'm glad to be here. It's been a little while. We were here a couple weeks ago, right? First of all, I feel like it's a real privilege to be here in this place with all of you. And I just want to say I'm really grateful for your smiles, for your looks of concern, for all the looks that you have, and I appreciate it. The talk that I chose was the understanding of misunderstanding. And I think for myself, when I'm at a jam session or someplace, there are lots of opportunities there for people to act out their stuff. And I've had a few experiences that I won't go into, but there's some sort of a
compromising or thinking they're not good enough, so they put out their pain around not having enough. And I've seen that many, many times in jam sessions. Some people are really fun to be around, but it's important for me to just step back. I don't need to get caught up in anybody else's stuff. None of us need to get caught up in anyone's discomfort, or we can just bless them and walk on. The purpose for me around understanding and misunderstanding is that there's love. Where there's misunderstanding, there has to be love. But sometimes people don't know how to express their love. And so they go into all these different places in their head. And, you know, I keep going back to the jam sessions because there's a lot of that goes on. Some people are really happy about others' success when they get off the stage. That doesn't happen with everyone. So I kind of just, you know, see if they're open, and we've had a few adventures, but I'm not going to go into that. Purpose to love and be loved. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I like that phrase. It's like sugar sometimes. And people like us are falling in love. All the folks that we are around are falling in love with us as we pass by, as we look each other in the eye, as we release the fear of whatever might have walked in that door with us. We just let it go. It doesn't have to hang there. We don't have to hang by those kinds of behaviors that show up. And remembering I am the light of the world, we are the lights of the world. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance. If it's not an appearance I want to keep, I can just ask that the light shine through whatever seems to appear. This shadow will vanish before the light. And many times in these areas of the lessons, it says over and over again, I am the light of the world. I don't need to look to anyone else for approval or the way they dress or the way I dress. And there's just a lot of peace in that when I think about it. There's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. It's just a matter of being who we are and allowing that to come to each of us. And I just want to say, I'm living a life that's perfect for me. I love being a singer with my husband, who taught me how to beat a blues and walk that walk, do that slide, and watch people's faces as they dance through that. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you, Reverend Marilyn. Reverend Marilyn and Reverend David produced a CD. Did you bring any CDs with you?
They're in the car.
They're in the car? Well, maybe you want to go get them. Maybe some people would buy one from there. Anyway, it's very good, great. All original music by David, Reverend David, and Reverend Marilyn sings on every one of the songs. Okay, so thank you. Let's see who's next. Reverend Lucas. And if you're going to just Stand closer to the microphone. You were a little far away from the microphone, Marilyn, but they adjusted for you, though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, they adjusted. But get a little closer. It's a little easier for them.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sure this stays on here.
It'll stay on. You might want to lift it up just a bit.
Yeah. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better. Oh. Happy Labor Day. Tomorrow, I mean today as well. Dave, can you set the timer?
Sorry about that.
That's right. Just so I know. 7 minutes.
Okay.
You clear it first.
Clear it right here. Clear. Press close.
Press both of the buttons.
Okay.
Great. And then 5. Oh, okay. Set 7.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So my talk's not quite fleshed out, but I wanted to just talk to you all about something that's just been on my mind more recently, and has to do with Labor Day, roughly, about emotional labor. So I hear that term here, like, said a lot. I was just wondering, well, I wonder what emotional labor means, and it was just like basically withholding your emotions or acting a certain emotions that is expected within a relationship, an environment. It can be at work, or it can be within like a romantic relationship, or whatever. I'm sure you can think of times of when you are asked to labor in an emotional way. I don't know how to phrase that, but because as of you all know, most of you know, I'm going through like a big transition in my life, like literally transition. I've been on HRT, on hormone replacement therapy for 3 months now, and there's a part of me that's really excited about it, and then kind of scared as well, but less of that. It was more like before I started I was scared, and I feel like just in my regular everyday life, and then also at work as well, like I can't really communicate this to people, because one, they wouldn't understand, and it's like all I think about is about the changes that could happen, might happen, that sort of thing. It's not happening fast enough, that sort of thing, and sort of expectations that I'm holding on this time, and realizing that things do need to change, not only just physically, but also like within my relationships and how I relate to the world, and how do I be more authentically me in the world, because that's the whole point of this. At my job, there's a lot of emotional labor that is there, because I work with young children, and so I need to be present and be there for them, and one particular thing that that I can't really talk about or explain to people, unless for a few choice people, and I guess I'll show a few, is that it hurts to hear when people misgender me, when people call me she, her. Because I don't see myself as a woman, and I never have really. And so now that I'm going through this process of changing my appearance so it happens less often, so a big part of it is just how people perceive me, then it just, even though I know that it's not intentional, there hasn't been anybody in my life that is intentionally called me she or a woman or anything, but they can't help it because it's like it's the way I look, and it's kind of how society is that we have this impression of people, like, just so we know what pronouns to use, like she or he, which is general. They is not really commonly used, which is the pronouns that I go by, because I don't want people to gender my body, because I feel like I'm still sort of working things out, and then I don't fit within the binary. And it's like, you don't realize how often people say pronouns until you start paying attention, and it's like in literally every sentence, almost. And so, even well-meaning people, like at my work, the kids constantly use she pronouns with me, and also the parents too. I know they don't mean to. And it's like trying to correct young children. It's almost the same, or like even worse than correcting adults that aren't used to using they, them pronouns. And I can't be mad at them because they're just kids. So it's like, I like hold it all inside, and then when I have an opportunity to talk to someone about it, that like knows what I'm going through, or yeah, so it's just like, and I'm still sort of working through this, because I was just like, I can't put so much into that. And so, like, with being with ACIM for a number of years now, is just like, I'm willing, at this point right now, I don't really have any answers, it's just that I'm willing to see things differently. Like, what is this all for? What does this mean? How can I take care of myself? And part of it is just being in spaces, more and more spaces, when I'm able to, like, where people are able to, like, talk to me and see me for who I am, which is sometimes hard, but I have conflicts with. And so, yeah. And also, I just, like, open it up to you. It's just, like, what do you do when you're, like, having to withhold, like, your feelings for just to make things smooth and work along, like, and still, like, honor your emotions and feelings, like, in the times when you can, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so that's what I'm going through right now. And that's it.
Thank you, Reverend Lucas. Thank you for continuing to share your process with us. We appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Who is next? Reverend Linda. That might be, and get as close to the microphone as possible. Right up to it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Community Miracle Center here on this Labor Day weekend. It's an honor for me to be here and speak today, so I thank Reverend Dusa for inviting me. So, the word labor, I do not like that word. I do not like that word. And I never have liked it because it reminds me of a couple of jobs that I've had that were labor intensive. But the definition of labor is it's a tribute. It's supposed to be a tribute to workers where some of us get a day off with pay. Not everybody does. because I was mostly self-employed in my careers, I usually got a day off, but I never got paid. So it wasn't that big of a deal for me, but I think of it more as the end of summer, sort of end of vacation and back to school or back to work or whatever it was. The other association I make with labor is the idea of going into labor, and which is, for us females, it's giving birth. And like I've never given birth or gone into labor, but I've heard the stories, and we know that it's no picnic, it's no walk in the park. Most of us have seen it on television, we've maybe seen it in the movies, but at the end of that whole escapade is basically a bundle of joy. You know, that's the result of it, you know, this really sweet little baby, and it's, you know, not always sweet, right? No, it's not. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, don't cry. No, don't cry. No crying. But otherwise, we consider that a bundle of joy. And this is really just a metaphor, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. But one of my favorite explanations of our occupation, labor, is a lecture I heard from Marianne Williamson. And it really changed my whole perception about labor. And she calls it our service to the world. Now that was something that really resonated with me, and I thought about it a lot after that, about what it means to be in service to the world, in service to others, which ultimately means in service to God. So I always keep that in mind. And in fact, from this day forward, we will no longer call it Labor Day. This is now called Service to the World Day. I have changed it. Okay? Everybody make a note of that. From now on, Service to the World Day. And so that will be a national holiday. But what was really interesting about it is I think of our service to the world as opportunities for expansion. And there are 3 opportunities where we can give birth to a new world, to our bundle of joy. Now, however you define that for yourself, it can be a bundle of joy. And there are 3. There's expanded lifestyle, expanded creativity, and expanded relationships. The first one is expanded lifestyle. In our service to the world, we can teach. We can teach others what we know. We can learn. We can learn what others know and improve our talents and our skills. And we are basically trading energy for material objects. It can be that. We can serve, we gain prosperity, we can travel, we can do whatever we like with what we, from the lifestyle that we gain from our occupation and our service to the world. The second one is expanded creativity, because our occupation allows us sometimes opportunities to be creative, to be innovative, to create technology, and to make a difference in the world. And that's to me, a real bundle of joy. Because while I no longer labor in the world, I think of myself as a writer, and it's a very creative and fun place to be, and to share my creativity. The third is expanded relationships. And this is one of the most important areas of our occupation, or our service to the world. Because there are always challenges. There's always, or maybe not for you, but often for me, there's no greater place where you're dealing with an ego, or many other egos. And so it often gives us opportunities for forgiveness also. We give birth to new attitudes, and there's a field of possibilities when we bring to our workplace, whether it's our workplace or we're going into somebody else's workplace, a restaurant, a grocery store, the Ace Hardware, to a festival where there's music. And any place where people are gathering together, we have an opportunity to bring our attitudes with us and let our egos go and realize that what we're creating for ourselves and for others is heaven or hell, depending on what we're bringing to the party, to the table, to however you want to define your work relationship. So I'd like to finish with a quote about these three opportunities of expansion, and most importantly, about the last one, which is our relationships. And this is what I consider also the bundle of joy with the Course of Miracles. And you know this quote because it was on the wall of Reverend Rudy's hotel where we had our services for a number of years. He was so generous to offer his place of business for us to have spiritual connection. And it's from the journey back. When you meet anyone, remember it is a holy encounter. As you see him, you will see yourself. As you treat him, you will treat yourself. As you think of him, you will think of yourself. Never forget this. For in him you will find yourself or lose yourself. Whenever two sons of God meet, they are given another chance at salvation or happiness. Do not leave anyone without giving happiness to him and receiving it to yourself. For I am there, for I am always there with you in remembrance of you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Reverend Linda. Reverend Linda and I used to live in the same apartment for many years. Now Reverend Peter lives in that
It's a very holy spot.
It's a holy Reverend Roxy.
Stalker. Not only stalker. Right here. Okay, so hello. Thank you everyone who shared so far. It was I received loving, wonderful relationship expansion from all of you. And thank you, Reverend Gustafsky and Reverend Gerson, for asking me to be here in front. So I want to talk about the idea that I need do nothing. And just ask us to first think of where did this idea come from? That we have to earn our worth and identity. Love, esteem, specialness. Well, I'm going to start with me. To do anything involves the body. And if you recognize you need do nothing, you have withdrawn the body's value from your mind. Needing to do something, and wanting to do something, coming from your internal innocent desire to create. Desire is an energy of creation. And wanting is so different from this need, because need implies that. Need implies there's something missing. There's something unwhole, unhealed, unworthy. So there's no way I can get what the ego tells me I'm lacking, which is grace, connection with the divine relationship we all share. the unity and relationship we are together as one body of Christ. So my vocation, my true vocation, is to behold the Christ in us, to be a physical representation or demonstration or a mental one of love's expression. Not seeking to get it, but coming asking to share His wholeness in our whole and holy relationship. So if I don't need to find a name, I can sing. I don't need to have my children or go through the labor of birth, because that idea of birthing innocence into the world in a body is a silly idea. But I can go into my internal desire and relationship and I can say, am I meant to birth Christ? Am I meant to, do I truly desire to have the experience of a parent-child relationship so we can behold the Christ wherever we are together? So I don't need any form of special, and no form of special, and no degree, no job, no relationship, no form of relationship, no car, no house, no bank debt is going to fill my only, and that's to accept the atonement for myself. And what that means is, never having sinned, he is in no need of salvation. And the Course in Miracles uses the male pronoun because it's coming into it's speaking to the ego. And the ego was birthed from the insane masculine energy. And just like there's insane feminine energy. And what brings our masculine and our feminine energy that we all contain, it's not separate or better than or worse than. What unites those two energies and brings them into their divine remembrance of each other is when we unite our divine heart, our divine relationship, the divine relationship we all share with our human mind. We bring the divine feminine to the divine masculine, and we come to the world in wholehearted reason. And there's no one to blame. There's no one to shame. No sucker, no better. There's no bad side, there's no good side, there is no side. We're in this together. And our labor is the labor of love. Love. Not to get it, not to find it, not to steal it, not to seek for it. To remove the belief that it was ever lost, tarnished, stolen, withheld, crucified. And we can stand and we look at the truth of our relationships. We can go back, not into the past, but we can ask that our past grievance of the lack, the loss, the seeming loss of the illusion of love, to gratitude for the opportunity that whole relationship, not the bits and pieces, but the whole relationship, gave us to express love to me, which is never having sinned, never having separated from love's grace, from love's tenderness, from love's warm embrace. and we can rise above the terror of the night, and we can own the dream is ours. I'm not the dream. I'm the author. I'm the director. I'm the producer. And I love all my children. And Roxy is telling me I've had a lot of fun. And if we bring innocence to this game of pretending we lost love through the sheer desire of remembrance, because it's fun, it's entertainment, it's innocent, it's playful, it's something that's wrong. So I behold you already accomplished, already Christ. And thank you for dancing as light in our whole and holy relationship. Yea, God, yea, us. Wait, can you have my command and my folk? I have a mantra for you. Here's your mantra. I need you nothing but accept my love of self and self that guarantees my sinlessness is now already mine.
Thank you, Reverend Roxy. Okay, well, there's only one little card left in here.
Yay!
Do I need to pull it out of the hat? Sure. I'll pull it out of the hat, but it's a lot of suspense about who it might be. Why, it's Reverend Dussel. See you around the Thursday. Let me get the microphone adjusted for you and stand really close to it. Well, that looks perfect.
Close enough?
Yeah, that's close enough. Don't back away though.
Take a moment to breathe. Labor Day. Well, as you all know, I still work, so maybe you don't, but I do. And it's great that I can still do body work on the side. And it's not like I have a lot of clients anymore. I don't need to do 4 or 5 in a day. 2 or 3 a week is enough. So I have time to do other things. In the building where I live, we often meet and we play games. Like last night, we played Rummy Cube. That was really fun. And Tuesday afternoon, we'll spend the afternoon again playing some other games. And whatever comes up, we engage with the people in the building. This is a senior building, so we're all, legal. We're all okay to have fun and have sex, whatever we want to do. We don't have to be afraid that somebody's going to be checking up on us. But I have to say that this month has been very heavy for me. And I will be going back to New York next week. And even though I usually love going back, it's really hard because I have so many people, friends and family who are ill. And I'm going to start out with the youngest one who's here on the East Coast. One of my colleagues, she's also body worker, her nephew then developed some type of brain cancer. And they were having problems with it. And she wrote in asking to pray. So I did do that. And it worked. I don't know if it's my prayers or anybody else's prayers, but just the idea of prayer. Then they were able to open up a valve, and now he's able to sit up and talk and, just be okay. So that feels really good. On the East Coast, I have my brother-in-law who recently developed leukemia. And we always go dancing, and we will be going dancing. Anyway, with my other sisters and other friends. But it still doesn't feel great. And my nephew even got us a suite now. That's all the years that we've been going there. Never had a suite before. So, we'll be well taken care of. And anyway, it includes all of the meals and all of the dance classes that we can do. So it's really fun. And my friend Lenore, who has been in my life for about 55 years, we met before Afghanistan because we were trained in Vermont. And Lenore is going back with me because she's a real dancer. She does tango and I don't know what else she does. She's out there. And she's a little thing. She's about this time, really tiny. You never know. And she runs everything. And she was going to quit. And I said, no, don't quit. I'll help you. So I'm her helper. And if someone sends a note out to the group, she will contact me and ask me to either email everybody or whatever it is she needs. She knows she has my help. Anyway, a reason that I have this reading isn't it nice? Guess what? This is a reading from the Course in Miracles. And it says, setting the goal. I have no idea what this was. But I do notice that on the back here, it says that Linda Chapo will become a legal reverend. Do you remember what year that was? It doesn't say up here. Maybe, I have no idea. But I thought I'm just going to read the first paragraph of it, of setting the goal. And I believe this because mostly every morning when I get up, I do the lesson with Alicia. And that is really good because then I also bring out my prayer list for all the people I'm praying for. And I just go through their names, and then Alicia and I do the lesson, and then we have a short meditation. So my day is set, to bring joy and happiness to the world. And to whoever I meet, if they're on the street who's angry, just smile and give. Give love or give some money. Whatever I do, that's what I do. So here's the first line. In any situation you are uncertain, the first thing to consider, very simply, what do I want to come of this? What is it for? The clarification of the goal belongs at the beginning, for it is this which will determine the outcome. In the ego procedure, this is reversed. The situation becomes the determiner of the outcome, which can be anything. The reason for this disorganized approach is evident. The ego does not know what it wants to come of the situation. It is aware of what it does not want, but only that it has no positive goal at all. So I've carried this around in my Facebook for many years. And this sticks in there, and I have put it in this envelope. And this is old, and you can tell it. Community Miracle Center on Market Street, that's where I first started out at. And I got this, and I did the classes, everything that we needed to do. And they had, look at this, our class, the ACIM 1 week, at 5 different times during the week. Only $70 for 10-week sessions. Taught with Tony, Muriel, Frank, or Judy. ACIM 1 has been running continuously for 8 years. So, this is a wonderful memory for me. And to know that I participated in it, and that's where I did my classes, right there at the Miracle Center. We would have groups of and you could see each other. But of course now I can see, the classes we do now, I can still see each other, but we can't touch because it's on the computer. But it's wonderful to know that I never stop learning. There's always something new or something that strikes my heart. And I write them all down. I have pages of notes, and then I'm looking for, oh, who said that? Where can I find that paragraph? But it really doesn't matter. Because to me, all of it is in my heart, and I can express it in every moment. Thank you.
Well, you know I'm not the most gentle guy, but you see I hate to hear you cry. Every time he calls you back, you keep running down his cul-de-sac.